Okay, so in full disclosure, I don't know anything about you.
Right.
Yeah, so we were doing a job, I forget what it was, and some people on the crew, they were like, her. And so if you start by explaining why would a bunch of production people be like her for this podcast?
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is a good question.
It is the question.
It is the question. I think, well, I have a very random background,
okay.
Maybe. It's like a cultural mixture that
All right.
I think doesn't happen that often. Mexican, Indian, and Irish.
Mexican, Indian, and Irish.
Yeah.
That sounds like the beginning of a joke.
Right? I know. Yeah, like it could go south very quickly.
Fingers crossed. So, okay, big picture. You're obviously involved in production. What do you do these days as far as like film and video and all that kind of stuff?
These days, I am a mixture of art direction, art department, and directing, producing.
Okay,
writing.
Fantastic. And what's been keeping you busy of late?
Been keeping me busy. I think my own projects. I've wrote, directed, and danced in my own piece recently.
You dance?
Yeah, movement art.
Okay, nice.
Yes,
cool.
Dance. Passion.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm smiling because I used to. As
dance?
Aaron Hogan dropped on the thing there. I used to dance, yeah, professionally.
What kind of dance?
Character, ballet, modern, and I sucked at tap.
And you sucked at tap. Tap is hard. It's so intricate. It's like...
So you dance as well. That's fantastic.
Yes, I do, yeah.
And how do you weave all of that together in your craft these days?
Well, I have a background in construction. So it was always...
that's a left turn.
That's a left turn. So it's always very, your body is in what you're doing, especially when you're so small.
Clearly, this is the wrong direction. I want to start... Okay, go ahead, go.
Okay. So... Construction lends itself to movement because you're using your body in all types of ways to like leverage weight and work. And as an artist, that was like one of my favorite parts. That's why it was hard to leave construction. Because I value that. And then dance was like the window, It's like you can do so many things. And film opens the door for like the intellectual part that construction doesn't have.
Okay. All right, we're going to have to go back to the beginning now. So, where were you born? Tell me about your childhood. Which part came first, the Irish, the Indian, or what? So,
born outside former French colony in India, South India, on the Bay of Bengal. Born on the beach.
All right.
Like literally on the sand.
Okay, so you were born there.
Yes, and I was raised by my mom primarily. She's Mexican and Irish from LA.
Oh.
But she raised me there in India.
Okay.
And yeah, so...
How many years did you spend in India? It's like formative, or did you get out there when you were 2?
I was born there, and then I left probably like officially on my own, doing my own life thing, 17.
So you were fully raised in Indian culture?
In an American household.
Okay.
Around a lot of Western people.
So
in a world where you kind of had to pick a side. There was like the Western group and then the Tamil, which is a very specific Indian...
Okay.
Ethnicity.
Yes.
And
see, I don't tread carefully.
See that.
I just had this wonderful experience. I met a fantastic Indian called Jubal. He's like a 50-year-old DP from, I forget the name of the town, but anyway, we spent 2 weeks on the road in a Suburban doing all these production jobs in like Kentucky, and it was awesome. Took me 3 days before he loosened up enough for me to start mocking him and making fun of him. But I know a lot more about Indian culture now as a result, like the whole like tribal culture and where you are and
Do you know about Tamil people?
He mentioned them, but
he was from the north, huh?
He's from the west. There's like a touristy beach part on the west, something like that.
Probably Goa or Kerala.
Okay, awesome. So that's where he's from. But I understand about the caste system is pretty strong over there and all that stuff. So explain all of that for those that don't know what that's about.
Okay, I mean, it's a little bit different for me because I am mixed.
Right.
And Tamil people, I'm going to talk about my experience of Tamil people, right? So Tamil are from the south. They are like the oldest form of Indian people that there are.
Okay. Very traditional.
Very traditional. Also just like phenotypically closer to Afro-nomadic tribes that would have been on the landmass when India became a peninsula.
Okay.
Right? Original Indian.
Yes.
Came up
very Indian.
Very like...
So here you are, this daughter of this...
man who is Tamil.
Okay.
with a woman who is American, not Indian at all.
Okay. How did that affect your upbringing?
Exactly. Yeah. So being mixed in Tamil Nadu, which is the state, it's like you pick a side and then you're fixed on that side. And I didn't pick the Indian side, I picked the Western side.
Oh.
So being kind of an outsider, the caste system didn't apply to me.
Okay.
But the permission to be accessed as a woman, because, you know, India is hard on women, that was very open. So that main reason why I left.
Okay, so was this a situation where once you were old enough and able to, you were like, gone?
Yes.
Okay, where did you land?
Where did I land? So when I was 17, I packed a little backpack that fit on my back because I had been working from when I was 14. So I was like, I'm good to go.
And what kind of work did you get into at 14?
Well, I got... I got kind of kicked out of high school, but they were like, don't worry, we got a plan for you. I was like, okay.
What was their plan?
It was a job at a windmill and wind generator manufacture factory.
Okay.
So metalwork, fabrication. And I was just grinding off all of the weld
at
tacks
14 and 15 and 16.
The drill press, yeah.
I mean, I wish my son had that skill.
15, I took a loan from a leather company and I was like, hey, give me some money. I want to go traveling.
Yeah.
My friends are about to go, like catching trains. When I come back, I will work for you and give you 30% of every monthly check. And they were like, okay.
All right.
So they gave me a chunk of money, and then I worked in a leather factory in the chain production, punching holes in purses.
This
and,
is
like,
so much more of an interesting story than I went to college for, and everything worked out. All right, good. So life was a little weird and different for you.
Kind of random, you know?
Right. So at 17, you get out of there after working in welding.
Yeah, I went to
Thailand. Thailand?
Yeah, I had enough money for a ticket there. And
were you with friends and stuff? Or
no, just me.
Just you?
Just me, and I knew a hostel, like a hostel.
Yeah, some of my family stay at those things. I don't, because my wife would never let me.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know.
A little, I don't blame her.
So you were hostel 17, Thailand.
I was working as the receptionist, and they were like, work for us for a month, and we'll get you your second visa free.
Okay.
So I ended up there for like 4.5 months, just working, doing like henna designs on the street, meeting random people, hopping places, hitchhiking. I slept in caves and like empty buildings. I don't know. I was just free.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what would happen. Yeah.
Very cool. And how long did that last for?
That was like 4-something months. Then I went back to India for a couple months, and in that time I'd gotten a job. A lot of Europeans work at the Christmas markets in the UK. Do you know about those?
It's been a while. Yeah.
Like the German markets?
I'm from a town called Bury St Edmunds, which is about 45 minutes east of Cambridge, and it's a market town with a massive cathedral and like a abbey gardens, beautiful ruins and stuff. And every Christmas they just light that place up, and the markets just spill out. So yeah, I'm aware of Christmas markets.
Christmas market. So this is like a very specific German Christmas market, and it's very easy to get under the table work.
Yeah.
So when I was 18, that was my first job, and I was just selling ornaments out of little street kiosk things.
That's kind of cool.
It was kind of cool. Yeah, I was making minimum wage, which at the time was $7, 7 pounds. No, very cool. Very cool, because 1 pound was 100 rupees, and I was like, what? Like 600 rupees, 700 rupees. That's like, I don't know how many gallons of petrol I could go anywhere.
I love that you say petrol. It's been a while. It's all gas out here.
Right, gas, yeah. That always confused me. I was like, that's kitchen.
So those markets, the German market, you were in England at that point doing that? Or you were
Birmingham.
So how did you get from Thailand? That was the second visa you traded,
India,
right?
yeah.
Thailand,
India. Took a loan in India, flew to England, worked in that market. It was like 12-hour days.
What part of England were you in?
Birmingham.
Sorry.
I know. But I had fun.
Birmingham?
I had fun. I was like, wow, I never saw snow. I'd never been, it was just...
So you're working in a market in England.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then what happened?
18, just turned 18. Then what happened?
I'm really enjoying this, by the way. This is
I missed my ticket home.
I kind of feel like you're on the spot a bit, but that's okay. We'll get off that in a minute.
That's why I came, right?
All right, cool, yeah.
I'm prepared, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I missed my ticket home. And I was flying out of Brussels because that was where the cheapest ticket left. And
was it Ryanair? No, it wouldn't be international.
Ryanair was national.
Ryanair sucks.
European national. No, it was probably like...
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
I don't even remember. This was 10 years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah. Missed my ticket back, and I was like, I have enough money either to buy my ticket and go home with barely anything, or stick it out and see what happens.
What'd you do?
I stuck it out.
Nice.
And I did all type of random things. I was like, I think it's always funny because I have a flex that most people wouldn't consider a flex, but I cleaned toilets on tips, and in 3 nights made enough money to keep my savings and fly back to India.
Good for you.
And that was, I was like, yeah.
If I may, it's the hottest fire that makes the hardest steel.
Right. Yeah.
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 Just a fact. I mean, it's so. All right. So then you got your ticket. And
got my ticket. Went back, and I wanted to go. You know the work holiday visa?
Yes.
Okay. So I had my eye on that from when I was like. 14.
And is that for the States?
When I first started working, no, for
England.
Australia and New Zealand. Okay. They have that like famous work holiday visa because they don't have enough people to employ or something.
They have a big tourist industry that I guess is understaffed.
Yeah.
So you were looking to go.
I was looking to do that. I wanted to go to New Zealand. If I didn't get into New Zealand, I wanted to go to Australia.
Okay.
And I had known about this from when I was like 14. It was big goals at the time.
Sure.
And I got denied my visa, but all my friends got it.
Really?
We were all trying to do it together. Like, okay, like we're going to map it out, get loans. I had my savings, everything lined up. And then didn't get the visa. They all went. And I was like, well, I'll go where I can. I'll go to the U.S. I don't need to do all the visa things and play that game because I have a passport. I'm very blessed for that.
Is that an English passport?
Nah. American.
Indian? You had an American passport.
Born with an American passport.
Oh,
that's what I mean by blessing.
Sorry.
Blessing. Mama's American.
We're moving so fast. I'm not trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had an American passport.
Like the family that I actually know, like the ones who were in communication with me, who were by me, was all my Mexican side.
Ah.
So, and they're from LA. My mama.
So all of your friends go to Australia on this visa that you didn't get, and so you took your American passport and came over to Los Angeles?
My grandmother moved to Oregon, so I came to Oregon.
Wow, you really got some snarl there, didn't you? Yeah. Didn't make you happy, did it?
No.
So how long?
No, because, okay, so this is where the story takes another little turn.
All right, go ahead.
So I get to the U.S. and I'm like, I had somewhere to stay for 5 days.
Okay.
$300. No high school degree. No job lined up. I was like, all right. I didn't know that I had 5 days. I thought I had more, and I had to figure things out really quick. So I was going to, when you hand out the printed CVs, resumes, and you're just going to every door to door, just please, come on, let's do something like that. I didn't get any jobs, not even to make coffee. They were like, not even a GED? Like, you can't make coffee. But the job that took me was roofing.
Okay.
So
selling or?
Roofing, building roofs, like being on roofs.
Okay. Yeah.
So I did that for 1.5 years and got my GED. I worked at night at an Indian restaurant, actually, for a while as a host. And it was fun. I would be like, go on the roof and then pack my spare change of clothes, looking all cute. And after I get off, like freshen up real quick, get into the hotel, like the restaurant downstairs. Yeah. Good
you
times.
hustled.
I hustled. And then I got my GED. I got into community college.
Well done.
And then...
Well done. More congratulations.
Something. You did it. So
you needed to get it done and you got it done. Well done.
I didn't complete the community college.
Okay.
No. Things started not working out and I left very quickly.
Sounds like an on-the-run situation.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that.
I was young. I was doing all types of wild things a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But yes, sure. I left and then I came back. Now this would have been like 5 years later. And that's how long I've been in New Orleans.
So you came from Oregon to New Orleans?
Oregon back to India. Wow. Did some things.
That's not a short trip.
No, actually, I think it's my record trip. It was like 42 hours for the cheapest flight.
Okay, so you pit stop in India on your way to New Orleans.
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah, well, let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
Let's pick up the story at New Orleans.
Because there's a lot. Come to New Orleans.
Yes. Why New Orleans?
Why New Orleans? Okay, so because I had an American passport.
Yes.
There had to be somewhere that I could be in the U.S. that made sense. I did not like Oregon. I didn't have the money for L.A.
Yep.
New York is a dream, but again, didn't have the money or connections. And also, I grew up in a French colony, right? Like, we had to learn French in school. Same street names as the quarter, like the same grid design following the layout of the water, same where I grew up. A lot of parallels. And then when I started doing a little bit more digging, the responses, like the responses to natural hazards were very familiar to me. We got hit by the tsunami the same, like less than a year before Katrina came. And the bounce back or the persistence to bounce back was something I was familiar to in a different way culturally, in a different way also when it came to the resources that were at hand for people in the US versus, you know, coastal India. It's very, very different. But just to see that and to like feel that in my body and my life, New Orleans made sense as something that I could give to and also rely on.
How long ago was that move to New Orleans? How long have you been a Cajun?
A little under,
a Creole, whatever.
I've always been me, but a little less than 5 years.
5 years you've been in New Orleans. Okay, well, happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Welcome to Louisiana.
Yeah.
What have you been up to in your time here that led to a bunch of production people being like, that girl?
What has happened?
What has happened in the last 5 years?
Okay, where do we start? First job.
By the way,
yes,
probably the most interesting personal story I've heard maybe this year. Not ever. I've heard some weird ones, but that was pretty
lot of weird
top
ones.
10 for sure.
Thank you.
So what happened when you got to New Orleans?
What happened? Yeah, so I started working. First job was my landlord's construction crew saw me outside sanding some project I was working on. I didn't have much money, so I was like taking things off, like furniture.
Yes.
You know, and fixing it. And landlord's construction crew saw me. He was like, "What are you doing? You know how to use those tools?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "All right, well, I need people to work." And I was like, "Bet." So I worked for his renovation crew, just going apartment to apartment every time somebody moved out and cleaned it up and got it set up.
Nice.
And they were flexible with my school schedule because I was in Delgado Community College at the time. And so as I was doing that, people would see me. I'm talkative. I'm outward person.
I've noticed.
Extrovert. Ambivert, I think. I don't know. I like my space. But I got asked to assist the build of a set for... I think she was a professor at Dillard's, Princey Walker.
Okay.
And they just needed a day, somebody who could sort of pick things up and put things down, but also be delicate with them.
Sure.
And I got there in the nail gun. We had to put together this big platform stage, wood. And it was like a nail gun job. So the person came with the compressor, the nail gun, the truck full of tools, all the things. And then the nail gun broke and I used to roof. So, you know, I'm there fiddling with the nail gun. Got it working again. The compressor breaks, same thing. It was sort of just like a lot of troubleshooting.
So you were like Liam Neeson from Taken. You were like, I have a unique set of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. It was just also fun.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, cool, I get to put all the parts of my brain into action, character as well, which often in construction as a woman you can't do. There's, you know, it's a different way of showing up. So this was free, very freeing. And I ended up hand nailing the whole thing together because we couldn't keep the material working and nobody was confident to do it without chipping the paint. And so I was like, no, I got this. Like, you know, it was all smooth. It was great. And then I kept getting called back on that production to do different things to where in the end I was running the slate and like sort of PA meets a lot of different roles. Like,
so if there's one thing that people appreciate on set, it's people that can just take care of stuff, and you were that person for this crew. And so you just kind of worked your way into the production space that way?
I mean, the next call I got was to be the art director, decorator for PJ Morton's visual album.
That's so freaking cool.
So, yeah, it was great.
So it found
I was like,
you
know, it did. Yes, it found me. I got that call. I got a couple calls for different music videos, and I just like fell in love with both the job, but also who I got to be on the job.
Cool.
You know, that's like my favorite part is like when you get to explore who you are through what you're doing, and that was.
That touches me in a kind of an odd way because people that have known me for a long time might consider me to be somewhat of a robot. Yeah, there was a period in my life where I aspired to be Data from Star Trek Next Generation. You know that dude?
Okay.
Yeah, and in the last couple of years, we've been growing into larger productions, and so I've met some very artistic people who have insisted that I stop referring to myself that way, and have helped me nurture my creative side, I guess. And so, yeah, the idea that you get to express yourself through this work I totally understand and respect. Like, that's kind of awesome that you would find it that way. And I love as well that you found it because of your competencies, that you kind of came hard earned in your past, which is kind of awesome. So well done.
Thank you.
That was very interesting. Okay, so why are you here?
Why am I here? I think, it's
like
funny.
There.
Because, why am I sitting here right now? It's funny because I was like, man, I hope I can get there a little bit early so that we can talk about why I'm here.
Well, that's what the whole podcast is about. So that I have
the words clear. No, you're right. So I think I'm here because I'm still developing myself in the U.S. cultural context, in the film industry, which is its own mathematics and monster. And I don't like thinking about things with limits. Like as a filmmaker, that's why I say like, okay, I'm a filmmaker. I'm not just a production designer, which is my comfort zone. I'm not just a new incoming director, which is the thing that sparks fear and excitement. I'm not a writer, although I can write. Like there's just a lot that can be done. There's a lot of potential that I feel within myself towards filmmaking. And I think I'm here right now because I want to just know what that sparks in other people when they look at my work and when they hear me talk about what I do and why.
Well, okay, then let's have that conversation. Yeah. So you were kind enough to send me an email, so I didn't completely not know who you were. Yeah. I mean, your website's excellent. What is the website for anyone that wants to check it out?
Angie.earley@squarespace.com.
You're going to have to spell the earliest part.
I will. Right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
ANGEI.EARLEY Squarespace.com.
I don't know why that's funny, but I don't know why
either. I was just sort of like, am I saying it right? Am I saying it right?
Sometimes when you're on camera, you can kind of start getting in your own head. Like, am I listening to myself talk? Anyway, whatever.
It's funny because usually when I'm on camera, I have something covering my face or my face painted.
Was that you doing the whole movement thing in that
living room with the tree in it?
Yeah. All right. So
you watched that?
I did.
Yeah,
I appreciated that. Again, the whole dance thing. I'm like, whoever's that's pretty good. I imagine you were behind the camera because of my limited knowledge, but that was actually you dancing.
That was me dancing and self-directing.
Very cool, dude.
Thank you.
Self-directing.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you had these two opportunities with production outfits. I don't know if you've noticed, but the movie industry moved to Atlanta a couple of years ago. So what are you doing here? And how are you going about, I guess, building your career here? Do you travel much or?
So that's part of why I'm here.
Yeah.
Right? Is like, what is out there?
Okay.
How do you fast forward your networking?
All right, cool.
In a short amount of time. Like less than 5 years is not long.
Yeah.
When you're coming without knowing not one person, without having a job lined up, like you're just really. What are the shortcuts?
What is the project that you have in production right now? Can you talk about that, or do you not want to talk about?
No, I would love to talk about that.
Yeah, tell me about that project.
For sure. Okay, so after the living room, which is the one that you watched and just referenced, a lot of the team for the living room came from Sinners.
Yes.
Because I worked on Sinners, 2024, and so it was a prototype. The living room was a prototype of what does it look like to come together, work with the people that you choose to work with, not just work with out of context. Be very intentional about the teams that you're building and creating access while doing so. On top of that, it's a learning. Everyone on the team gets to put into practice what they already know and expand on what they want to know.
Okay.
And use it as an opportunity to do that.
True.
Which is a risk, yeah, but it's also like.
I was going to say, who are the bumpers on your crew?
Who are the bumpers?
Yeah, so when you bowl and you can't bowl, the ball goes in the gutters. They put bumpers up to make sure it doesn't go in the gutters.
They're mentors.
Yeah,
so well, that's a bumper, right? Like somebody who
somebody that makes
insurance
sure
on what you're doing.
Make sure that the people who are learning things do not cause catastrophic mistakes.
Yeah. And then
would that be you or
no? Because I'm learning.
Okay.
It's me in some fields, like in the art department and construction side, 100%. It's me also like as a director. I know who I am, and I'm comfortable.
And so you've got your people, you've got your crew.
I've got my crew, definitely. Okay, I mean, It's been like 4.5 years of working with different people and then clocking when it's time. I got you, and then it's time.
That's kind of how that whole thing works. But I'm glad you got your people. So you did that living room thing, which if people should go watch. It's really quite unique.
Thank you.
And then your next project with your crew was what?
So bouncing off of the living room was, okay, so that was a small one. It was just me on the screen, right? The next one, we're 9 people.
Okay.
And it is a experimental proof of concept, but semi-narrative. So there's a storyline, there's a kind of like a thread of images that will lead to an understanding of the topic, which is basically working class solidarity within marginalized communities.
Okay.
And the way that I like to think about it is very meta. It's like, okay, the story that we're telling, the images that you're seeing reflect the team that did it, the way we did it, and the reasons why we came together. So it's all one big package. So this one is a music video, the way the living room was, but it's also a documentary about how we did it, who was a part of it, you know, moments of production where you struck the light to make the rocks and da-da-da-da-da-da. Like it was a kind of a specific type of set build.
Cool.
The way that the dancing happened, I mean, I'm not going to say too much, but there was punching bags and chains involved. You know, like it's fun, it's different. Like
yeah, you kind of jump in with both feet.
Huh?
And where are you at in the production process?
Editing.
Okay, so you're editing that project right now.
Yeah, and I'm actually learning on that as well.
Well, I admire your hustle because it takes that. And I don't think that's unique to the film industry or video production or anything. But yeah, you're right on the money. It takes a community and yeah, we like to think of ourselves, we're coming at this from a very long history of building a corporate video production company. So we're at a point now where we have 4 or 5 projects in various stages of production. We have a very talented script writer who is constantly giving us ideas. But we have an excess of resources that we pour into what we call passion projects.
Right.
And so while the bills are paid with the corporate video, we are getting our reps in making 20-minute, 30-minute documentaries. Basically, they have a story, we have production, let's go do it. And we've been doing that for about 2 years now. And so that activity has led to random meetings with people like yourselves. And so we're blessed to have come to work with, employed some people that I consider to be from the movie industry, like professional DPs and stuff, set designers, hair and makeup people. So I like the fact that you are creating your own world, building your own world, because that's, I think, what it's going to take to do what you're doing here in this area.
Yeah, in this area.
Yes.
Key.
What are your thoughts on this area? It seems significant to you.
Well, I mean, I wanted to highlight just because I don't want to feel limited to this area.
Okay.
And what I'm doing.
Well, you seem pretty worldly. It's nothing for you to get on a plane and run to India.
Like, this is the first time I've been anywhere this long, and I'm like, wow, what a different experience. Since I'm 16. So, but no, I say this area just because, like, yes, I think it is important. Part of what you were talking about with having a good team is that the team has to feel good with each other.
Yeah, there's chemistry.
You know, yeah, exactly, and
that is bad juju too. Handle both those. We won't talk about that, though.
No.
But yeah, you've got to have chemistry with your team.
Gotta have chemistry. People have to feel safe, comfortable with each other. That's how you get like the best results out and the most feeling.
Sure.
In what you're doing, and there's no point in doing it, in my perspective, if there's no feeling involved.
All right, so.
But I'm speaking to the robot.
Finish your thought.
I was
recovering robot.
Recovering. No, I was just gonna say that. Part of this project, the most recent one.
Yes.
Originally, I had tried to structure it as a way for companies to see this as a potential for a commercial.
Okay.
Right? So, like, we partnered with the Nola Muay Thai. It's a Muay Thai school. It's a trainer, a coach that focuses on children from disadvantaged backgrounds, young people.
Sure.
And he offers Muay Thai training as a way of, it's like mentorship, you know, focus, discipline, what it takes to take life on. And he runs a business, right? So this was taken from his business and one of his students, and they were cast as the 2 main characters.
Okay.
And it was them training. And in doing that, that's exposure for his work.
Sure.
Right? And it's also a message about, it's a metaphor for the working class experience, which is part of why he trains Muay Thai. And in that, there could be, you know, companies that make equipment, sell equipment, companies that sell liquid IV or what are they called? Everlast, you know.
Sounds like a far more creative... people are always trying to, make things that move people. And it seems to me...
and benefit people.
Yes. But, I mean, if you're going to change the world, you have to affect the viewer, I guess. And so I can see that. I mean, you'll share it with us once you publish it?
Of course.
I would love to see it. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. Also, I can tell you just kind of really deep in that intentionality part of it. Like
try not to let it slow me down, but
you think a lot about this stuff, don't you?
It's because I love it. Like it's hard.
Yeah, it's I can feel that from you. All right, where if you could wave a magic wand, 5 years, 10 years from now, where are you going to be?
Ooh.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to end up?
Where am I headed? You know, I just bought my dream vehicle.
Really? Mm-hmm. May I ask what it is? What is it?
It's a black Tacoma, 2014,
really?
V6 four-wheel drive, steel rims, 6-inch lift. It's a beast.
I'm so pleased.
Thank you. I've wanted this thing for a long time, and it's funny because I had written it down like word for word.
Really?
The only thing it doesn't have is the access cab. It has the 4 doors, but
so close.
But no, and it also has a 5-foot bed, not a 6-foot bed. But the reason is because I thought when I wrote all my things down, I thought what I wanted was to be in the art department and construction, and because that's what I knew.
Yeah.
And then when it came time to actually get the truck, I didn't need those things because I'm not trying to stay in construction. And I don't want to be relying on my manual abilities, right? So if we talk about right now, what do I want in 10 years? I might think I want something right now. 10 years to come, when that opportunity opens up, I might not need a 6-inch bed. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what they say? They say that if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, what else are you going to do? You should have them, at least be in a direction. So what is that direction for you?
Yeah. So that direction is filmmaking. And it is not necessarily limited. Okay. So inspirations for me, people like Tim Burton.
Okay.
People like Sean Baker, Hannah Beekler. Just big minds who are not going to set boundaries for themselves because of what's expected for a role.
You want to do you.
I want to do me, but I want it to make sense. And I don't think it needs to be like, you want to be a director, all you can do is direct. And if you go into music videos, that means you can't do feature because there's this gap and you'll be pigeonholed or whatever. I try my best not to see it as, I have to be aware of limits or be aware of certain jobs because they might hold me back from other opportunities. Right now, I would like to be moving in the director role, but I want to be taking my art department because I love that. And building worlds and being a hand in that is, I can't help it. And on this last one too, I was like, this is going to be me seeing what it's like to direct something because I've never done that with the intention of doing that. The living room was, I'm going to showcase my production design. This one was like, I'll just learn how to direct and give myself that opportunity and the team. But I loved building the world as well.
It is a real talent to be able to do that. So I shouldn't probably say this. So coming at it from the business side, right? Mm-hmm. So I've been on a bunch of movie sets and keep it positive, Stuart. Okay, there are some roles that are absolutely key. And the group or the team, whoever it is that's responsible for looking at that frame and seeing things that are right, wrong. So, people that do, costume, the hair and makeup, the world building. Because at the end of the day, all of it is, the whole exercise is channeled towards creating a world that the viewer can get lost in.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. And so if you can, as you are demonstrating, do that, you can make a pretty damn good living just doing that. I mean, so what's the interest in becoming a director? Are you just a control freak?
Am I just a control freak?
I mean, I don't know. When you're on set, I mean, if you've got a talent to be able to take someone's vision and build that, that's really a unique skill to have. Mm-hmm. What's the interest in you then stepping into the director's role?
Into my own vision?
Well, I guess that answers my question.
Yeah.
You've got a vision.
What it is that I have had the opportunity, right? I've been given the privilege of having seen a lot of the world.
Yeah.
Whether it's just growing up in Tamil Nadu, which is the things you see just as a regular civilian on the street here traumatized people.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're changed. Oh my God. Now I'm never going to be able to look at life again. I just saw.
Dead person. Yeah.
Just normal.
I spent a bunch of time in Asia. It's amazing that you can have world-class hotels on one side of the street and people dying in the other side of the street.
Yeah. And that's like a normal thing, right? And I come here and I'm like, I don't know. It's just like there's not even half, not even a quarter of what exists as a normal reality there exists here. And I do think that the U.S. has a lot of catching up to do when it comes to the rest of the Western world. I'm not saying it's perfect at all. There's a lot, but it's just not the same. And being the mix of the Indian, Irish, Mexican, growing up in India, exposed to all those things, my Tamil side, they're not the kind of Indian people you meet in the U.S. They're the kind of Indian people that had mud floors, bare feet.
Are they a traveling people?
Fire cooking, like, are they a traveling people?
Yeah, because Jabal said that you have like there's a tribe that actually migrates.
There are, not mine.
Okay.
Mine were the agricultural people, so rice fields.
Okay.
And sugarcane and things like that.
Right.
But I don't want to get into the detail of my Tamil side because it's not nice.
Understood.
Right? It's like a real rough background. And I carry that with me into what I do, and that's why there's so much intention and also a lot of force behind every choice that I make.
I can feel that in you. It's kind of cool. A lot of people don't have that.
Right. Well, but that like lends itself to a vision, right? And the ability to kind of see from outside in objectively and map things out. It's like a puzzle. And I think I would love to explore that, and I have a lot of value to add into storytelling and creating references for what I want to see in the world. Because that's ultimately what storytelling has been. It's either been a warning, oh, the buffalo are migrating because there's no water, let's draw it on this thing, you know. And then it became, well, how do we make things? Innovation came from telling stories from needs that prompt thoughts that make and develop ideas. And I mean, it's not a game of like who should and who shouldn't, who's better for it, who's not, who's this and who's that. It's just everyone's different. And if you found in yourself that that's what you want and what you do, regardless of whether people are giving you opportunities to do it or you give yourself, you know, you're gonna do it. Yeah. And that's where I found myself, is I'm just like, I don't want to wait for a program to accept me or a person to call me to do it. Like, I can do it.
You pick yourself.
And yeah, pick myself, but also just have fun and like let go. I work very hard. I mean, like, I don't have a social life right now. Like, it's a lot to do that. Once you decide that's what's happening, it's like, whew, get ready to let, you know, certain things fall to the side. But if you love it, then you love it. And creating references for what I want to see in the world. I think that's why I was leaning towards direction and world building.
Well, I read a book a long time ago. So many of my sentences start that way. It's you know, when I can't think of a better way to say it. When the shit hits the fan, it's the things you know and the people you know that will save your ass.
And the truck you have.
Well, now the truck you have. No, so it's like community is so a bigger part of everything. I'm pleased you found yours in New Orleans, and I'm happy that you made connection with us today, because I like to think we are a very active production operation, and now we have this space here. We are looking to do even more in that space, and so we know each other now. High five. Good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add before we part ways?
I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like I could talk to you all day. Oh, we have someone in the background.
Okay.
Get them out of my studio. I'm just kidding.
I think something like, okay, so if we're talking about creating references for what you want, having been on the set of Sinners and being able to interact with a team that was very, like, it was run very intentionally.
Did you touch Will Smith? like brush up against him or something?
Will Smith.
Is it Will
Michael
Smith?
B. Jordan, man.
No, was it Will Smith?
No, Sinners.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the thing Austin was on. He was on the Will Smith thing. Sorry.
What was that? Emancipation?
Yes, that was the project. I just assumed that was
before.
it. Right.
No. Sinners was 2024, right?
Did I just reveal that I'm not cool? Because I am not cool. Sorry. Carry on. Sinners, yeah.
Sinners, yeah. Being on that set, just being around those people, watching everything happening and come to life, that gave me reference and gave me a point of like, oh, I'm not crazy. What I want exists and is possible. And it's rare though. Like even being there, everybody was so aware, like this is a rare dynamic, a rare environment to be in.
It's kind of like magic, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely like magic. Yeah. And I think, I mean, magic is kind of the fun part of everything that I do. Like I didn't even get into welding, but like after Sinners, most of my work after that was welding because I have a background in welding. And it's like magic. You're like making materials blend and, you know, putting in all the heat and the work and the sweat. And then it's like pff, this thing appears and it's real and powerful.
Yeah.
And
I literally...
filmmaking, being on Sinners, watching Sinners come out and the way people responded to it, the world looking at my work and being like, I made that. I put that there. I watched, you know, like that scene, like just so many...
Sure.
elements of my hands touching things to make it, and then knowing that millions of people have been affected by that to some degree.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like your vibe. You got a great energy.
Thank you.
All right, cool. I'm going to wrap it up there.
All right.
It's fantastic. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.